Let's zoom out a little bit. And zoom in on the bottom right map. You guys were all making your way separately to Vogler here. Coming from all different directions, Aloran, Korg, and Gorm, you met up. You guys had like a strange vision that led you to a dilapidated temple, eventually coalescing in Aloran from the looks of Korg and Gorm, having two gods vying for Aloran's soul, essentially, using him as their vessel on Ansalon. Gorm, you got a little, this is supposed to be Jade, but Jade Phoenix pendant or Kingfisher pendant. And then Korg, you got a almost like small replica of Solinari the moon from each of the gods, and you saw that when he was using certain types of magic, you saw that pendant glowing. And then Rise and Kosh, you guys started your apprenticeship within the Tower of High Sorcery. And you know, you did your little test with the room with the invisible walls, and both passed. Nice work. And then who ended up with the scroll? Do you remember? I want to put it on your guys'
Both of
character.
us.
You both got the scroll.
At least
Do you
I
remember
thought
who
so.
you're supposed to? Do you remember who you're supposed to bring it to?
One moment.
Take it to Wyhan and Calaman.
Yeah. Do you remember what type of wizard Wyhan is?
Black Cloak.
Yes, she is. They said, do not read it and bring it to Wyhan, who is a black-robed wizard in Calaman.
Yeah.
Which, if you look at the map, is the biggest city on the northern parts of Solamnia, which is this region that you guys are currently traveling in. And then again, one more time, you guys were making your way to Vogler so that you could attend your good friend Ispin Greenshield's funeral in Vogler. When you get there, accommodations are available to you at the Brass Crab.
Cool.
Any questions, follow-up from last session? Otherwise, we'll kick it off, boys.
Crab people.
I have a very clear stopping point for this session, so if we get there quick, I apologize, but just a heads up. I don't know if we will, but there's a
Come on, it's us.
wonderful break point.
It's gonna
Does it
take
involve
6 hours.
ladders?
It's gonna take 2 sessions, Shaw.
Probably.
We're just gonna decide to go in the opposite direction, and it'll take us another 6 sessions to get to actually get to the funeral.
Yeah, probably. The funeral's tonight, but it'll take us 6 sessions to get there, baby.
We get there
So-
late and have our own funeral.
Just really quick, just because it's only the second session, real session really. I just want to, let's go through and just do a quick reintroduction of everyone's characters and a quick little snippet on, I guess, stuff that you want to draw attention to on your character, be it physical traits or personality traits or both, or whoever wants to start, go ahead.
Korg. He is a basic bitch as a human fighter. And he very soldieristic, like walking around the camp with his pike, and yeah.
Does he like
Pumpkin spice. Oh, John's gone. Corn internet.
Yep.
corn internet bros? Does he like pumpkin spice lattes?
No.
He loves them.
So not too basic.
He doesn't. He doesn't like them.
God
He
damn it.
loves them.
He doesn't like them.
He has the calendar marked. Kosh, I definitely have more human appearance, but my ears are a little pointy. But I also have a traveler's cloak that is over a darker colored cloak. I look slender, dark hair, dark eyes, kind of generic-y, like generic dark past looking motherfucker, but That's it.
Rise, human, covered in head to toe in tattoos. Honestly, again, like the picture there is perfect. It's essentially it's picturing Balder from God of War 3, so it works.
Is Rise older, Bob?
Um, not like too old. I'd say like in his like late 20s.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Lauren is also has pointy ears, but less pointy than some of you may have seen in the past. Half elf. Um, he is the one thing you'll know is that if you haven't noticed, he's fairly absent-minded.
I think they all noticed.
A little bit.
Oh,
That's Chief. Whoa.
Huh?
Holy buckets.
you're like zapping us through the
Yeah.
Zapping us,
headphones.
Chiefy.
Static, big time.
I'm not even touching.
There goes again.
Yeah, if you mute your mic, if I mute you on here, it stops. So I think it's your mic, Chief.
Is it plugged in all the way? I feel like that's an issue where it's like the cord.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
It
Lee.
happened last time too. All right, Gorm is the thing that sticks out to you most is that he is a dwarf but has ill-fitting armor
And he strips off
When it's on.
whenever.
when it's on. Yeah. No, he wears it most of the time. You've only seen him take it off at night and in combat.
But how quickly is the question?
It's gone. He tells tall tales. He's quick with a joke. Or at least he thinks he is. Whether or not he is, that's to be determined.
Awesome. What's this, Bob?
What do we got here, Bob?
Ill.
You know what, Richard? You don't know me as good
All
as
right,
you think
well,
you do.
You guys
Care
had
about
your
stuff?
long night of the eye last night. You met up, you camped together. Obviously, you had introductions, and then you fought those draconians. And remember, if you look down bottom left, that's a picture of what you guys were fighting. The what the fuck boss. You, for the life of you, have never seen anything like that. You've never read anything remotely resembling that. It's just completely foreign to you. And obviously, it was a little bit freaky. And who grabbed one of the petrified heads? Is that you?
I got that. Gorm's
So the-
got that in a sack.
Yeah. The odd thing to point out is as they were dying, they released almost like a petrifying gas, and the draconians themselves turned to stone very quickly. But you guys noticed as you were breathing that gas when they were dying that your muscles were getting stiff, your joints were getting stiff. It's almost as if it was petrifying you as well. So after a long night, or after a little bit of travel further in the day, you guys finally reach Vogler. And you guys are coming in this gate in the upper left. Just out of curiosity, would any of you have been here before?
No.
Nope.
From your backstories.
As a knight of Solamnia, would I have been in here?
It's a there wouldn't have really been a reason unless you were coming to visit Ispin Greenshield after you're retired.
I probably would have been here then.
Nope.
To visit him.
So, perfect. So let me just do something real quick.
This is not too far from our starting area, right? From.
Did those words show up on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so since someone's been here before, Gorm, you know that there's like 10 places in Vogler that are kind of like a big deal. But as you arrive in Vogler, the fishing village of Vogler clings to a spit of land reaching into the Vingard River. Wooded cliffs overlook the community, and the only path from the north descends past the ivy-covered remnants of a crumbling stone keep. The village's modest wooden buildings cluster around a quaint central circle along the riverbank. So that's right here. Jutting into the river, out of place and seemingly out of time, stands an incomplete stone bridge of absolutely beautiful and incredible artisanship. But it's not finished. The structure clearly dates to before the Cataclysm, eclipsing its modern peers in size and sturdiness. The bridge crosses less than half the river's width before giving way to a series of ropes and tethers that serve as ferries, so that you can stand on a raft and essentially ferry yourself across the rest of the river. On the river itself, dozens of small boats drift along the slow, murky waters as the fishers of Vogler ply their trade. So, you all know, and you're coming again from this path up here, you all know that you need to go to the Brass Crab, is kind of where your free accommodations are going to be for Ispin Greenshield's funeral. But other than that, really, you have most of the day to kind of explore Vogler if you want to. And the big thing is, Ispin Greenshield's funeral is going to be at dusk tonight. So what do you guys want to do?
Do we know where his funeral is going to be? Is it going to be in the Brass Crab or somewhere else?
It's going to start at the Brass Crab.
Okay.
So the invitation to his funeral said everyone will meet at the Brass Crab at dusk.
Okay.
Is that normal?
Oh my gosh. You guys chat for a second? I gotta go poop.
I would just go to the Brass Crab.
Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, so I muted myself because, for some reason, Mike, I wanted to know if that was normal.
What?
A funeral starting at dusk in an inn.
That is an excellent question.
So I'll wait for Shaw to get back from a da poopin'.
I'm assuming it is, and just essentially have boasts and get drunk talking about him.
It's more like a wake,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess is fair.
I kind of want to bring this head somewhere, but that's not the priority. If it's, well, I guess it's. Do we know what time of day it is right now?
It's day.
Day.
He said we have some time.
That's right. Okay. So I'd probably bring this head somewhere. No, I'd probably bring it. I'd probably bring it to the Brass Crab to show it off. Look at our conquest.
Honestly, I'd probably just head to the inn too at this point.
There is no reason for me not to head to the inn. So I'm heading.
Well, most of the stuff's down by it anyways. If you want to go to the market or the wharf.
I'm kind of
Get
curious what
lost.
the West Tide house is.
Betting it's another inn.
On the west side.
And what's the fishbowl then?
Same.
No.
I honestly don't know.
It's a glass bowl filled with a lot of liquor.
We have those here.
That's canon in Kryn.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Yep.
had to poo.
Shaw,
That came on quick. What?
is it normal for like a funeral or something to start at dusk in an inn?
start at dusk at an inn. It seems, honestly, roll an insight.
Oh, I forgot to open up D&D Beyond. Coming. I'm coming. Yes, thank you. Boom. Boom.
15. Okay. Your best guess. It doesn't seem that there's any like historical reason that it would be at dusk. Honestly, you would think that this is Ispin's request to make it as dramatic as possible.
Gotcha.
Like, oh my gosh, it would be cool. Send me off at night under the stars in the light of the moon.
What's the fishbowl and the West Tide House?
Did you guys want to go there?
No, I just want to know if just a quick description of them. Maybe I would.
The fishbowl is one of the Vogler's inns. There's two. You know that when you're there, it's better known for its baked goods than it is for its ale. But yeah, it's a nice hangout for the village. And as you guys are kind of debating and standing at the river gate and deciding where to go, there are carts and carts and carts of stuff being brought in, looking like they're preparing for some sort of festival, some sort of like village or
It's
town
the-
festival.
Well, we know it's a Kingfisher festival happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then when you take a look and you see where those carts are going, they're kind of dispersing throughout the city, and you can see people are laughing and having an awesome time just prepping and putting up decorations, and it seems like the entire town is really getting into this Kingfisher festival and making it, as joyous and merry and like a time as possible while they're setting up. It seems like even though everyone knows that there's a funeral for Ispin tonight, the mood is not dour or glum.
It's
pretty...
awake. It's a celebration of life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then what's the West Tide House? That's the other end?
Oh, the West Tide House.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the West Tide House. It's a horseshoe-shaped house that's only, slightly larger than the houses around it. That is the home of Lord Baccharis Uth Esteed and his son Baccharis the Younger. They are kind of like the rich royal line of this area. They're not leaders in any sense, but they're kind of like noble lineage, quote unquote noble lineage. They like to say that.
Got it.
They have a lot of money, and that's their house.
Okay. All right, I think we're all in agreement to go to the Brass Crab.
Okay, so you guys come down the main drag. Gorm, you lead everybody the quickest way to the Brass Crab. Inside the Brass Crab, you see that there's a lot of activity, and the Brass Crab is kind of a unique inn, so there's this big open central area when you guys go inside. And jutting out from that big open area are almost like 4 hallways, which is where the rooms are situated. It's just one level, but it's a pretty large open space. Inside, you see that there's a kind of like a largish canoe being prepared, and you can actually see that Ispin Greenshield's body is inside that canoe, and people are decorating the sides of it. They're putting like palm fronds and all these different things on the inside. And standing in the center, let me get the handout. 1 second. Kind of directing traffic and making sure that everybody's doing what they should be is, if I can find it, NPCs. Becklin. This lady, do you guys see that?
See it.
Yep.
Becklin Uthviharin, the person that sent you the funeral invitations. You can see here, like I said, she's in her full Salamnik knight armor, and she's kind of directing where people should go. You know, get this ready for the funeral. Ispin would have liked this. She sees the five of you come in the inn, and she almost essentially like stops in her tracks, and she's like, I think I know you. At least I've heard of the five of you. How are you?
Good. We
Not
ran
too
into
bad,
trouble
it's-
on the way, but
Been a slightly eventful trip down here.
I bet. I know you're traveling from across the country. What, I mean, I'm glad you're arriving a little early. Did you want to help with the preparations?
Yes. What can I do
no,
to
thank
assist?
you.
Um, well,
Oh.
let's do a quick round of introductions first. So I'm Becklin. I'm the one that asked you to come here. I appreciate your promptness in getting here. You know, we're not going to start the funeral arrangements till about 6 hours, but you know, knowing Ispin, we want to send him off as best as we can. And who are you?
I'm Korg. Ispin stayed with my family when I was a young child and taught me the sword. So I'm here to pay my respects. How can I help?
Oh yeah, he talked about you immensely, actually. Um, well, one thing I'd like you to do, if you have the ability to, is kind of come up with a story about Ispin, and maybe I'll ask you to talk about it at the funeral,
Will do.
if you'd be so inclined.
Will do.
I know I have some other items to pick up from the fishbowl if you want to go pick those up.
I will do this so, and I'll proceed out.
And the rest of you?
So introductions.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Rise. I didn't really know him that well, but he knew my parents well.
Okay.
My parents and I would not be here today if it weren't for him.
It's a great. Sounds like you have a story as well.
I have one that my parents have told me.
I can tell from
Ispin
your
is how they
tattoos.
met.
Oh yeah, Ispin was always good for the little bit of romance, a little rough and tumble, you know. How about the rest of you?
My name is Kosh. Kosh Aguadine. He stayed with my family when there was a kind of a big storm, winter storm, and he got stuck in town. And he bunked up with us because we had a spare bed. There's not really much else to say there that I'll say more at the funeral.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Good man.
Very agreed.
I'm Gorm Shadowbrew. These boys here, they seem cheerful, but I know they mourn inside. They hold it in like they're tough guys, but I know we all sensitive. We know Ispin was a good man, and it's tough to see him pass.
Yeah, Ispin would want everybody to be cheerful. I mean, that's you knew him. You have
Yes.
his
Yeah, you see me
sword hilt
holding it.
still. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he talked about that.
He gave me this as a wee lad, and then Gorm points to him like 2 inches shorter.
30 years ago when I was at my shortest.
We're just born this way. We grow only so much.
He said that you had a full beard at 5 years old. Is that true?
He exaggerates, but that one was true.
I knew it. I haven't known many dwarves. I'm gonna be excited to get to know you.
Aye, me too. What can I do to help?
Well, maybe. What about your aloof-looking friend over here?
Oh, hi. What are we doing? I was distracted. Um, um, my name's Aloran. And I met Ispin, when he told me that I wasn't insane, and then He got me a teacher.
Oh. She's gonna walk over. As she walks over to you, Lauren, you notice, like, as she gets closer, she's a lot taller than you were expecting. Right when she's standing right next to you, she's kind of towering over you. I'd say honestly like 6'7", 6'8". She's a massive woman. She puts her hand on your shoulder, and she says, "Yeah, I've heard about you. You look like you need a beer." And she's gonna like slide her hand to your back and just kind of like push you to the bar in the Brass Crab.
What's a beer?
That's that's exactly the response she expected. She calls in. She yells out. She's like, "Darrett, we have some friends." And this, did you guys see that?
Yep.
Darrett comes in. He's looking like a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed young knight of Solamnia. He's got Gorm. He's got a sword. Oh, 1 second. I'll be here to greet him. Sorry. Gorm, you notice that Darrett has a sword with a very similar looking handle as you. And he comes running out from the back. He's got a couple beers in his hands, and he throws them in front of you, Aloran. And then he looks at Becklin, and she just points to the rest of you guys. Korg, I assume you left to go to the fishbowl. I will do your thing shortly.
Yep. On my way to the fishbowl.
Becklin will look at the four of you and say, "You know, honestly, I've got this pretty well underhand, and kind of like I told your friend Korg, if you guys just want to maybe take some time, explore Vogler, and then come up with some stories that you could say at the funeral, I can get everything else done once Korg brings the stuff from the fishbowl." And Lauren, drink that beer.
Before we do
Okay.
that, who has the head?
Oh yeah.
That was Gorm.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
I have a
Korg.
head.
Gorm.
No.
Gorm. Are you familiar with these?
Did you ask, like, out of character, did you ask who has the head,
Yes.
like, out loud?
Yep.
Becklin's gonna like say, okay, wait. If you're carrying around a head, let's deal with that tomorrow. Unless this is something of like really dire import.
It might
The
Maybe.
Lomnic Knights that were murdered by Draconians on the way here.
That is a good point. No one brought that up.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah.
Yep. That's why you might want to look
What's
at the
it?
head.
Okay,
Sorry.
what am I looking at?
This
Here.
was a living thing before we made it unliving, and then it turned to stone.
Said it was a adventurous way over here, or eventful way over.
She's
here.
holding it up. She's looking at it. She looks at you, Gorm. She looks at the head. She looks at you, Rise. She looks at the head. I don't know how he did this, but did Ispin put you up to this?
I tell tales, but this is living proof.
And I am not the
This is
joking
living proof.
type.
This looks like a sculpture.
I'm not that good of a sculptor. I may be dwarven.
It turned to stone when it died.
So
And
you,
you look-
guys took
and
care of
then-
it then.
Korg will vouch for it.
I am also a knight of Solamnia.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So
Okay, you both
I
will vouch
I mentioned the location, or roughly like the whereabouts of where this was, and the people. I'll describe the people that have passed if that's someone that they knew.
You can tell she's trying to figure out if you're pulling some sort of long-winded, tall tale type joke.
I will. If I'm assuming there's some sort of oath that the Knights of Solamnia, and I'll like say that oath and like raise a gesture to it.
Let's hear it,
to
Gorm.
try to convince her. All right. As a knight of Solamnia, we hold the honor of guarding against the evils that do And as a knight, I tell that this is true.
She looks at you, and she's like, I know you're a new knight. If you just use that oath for a joke, I swear to you, I will strip your rank so fast, you won't even realize that you lost it.
Trouble. I tell no lie. Not this one.
How many were there? Did you kill them all? Did you get rid of them? Did they all turn to stone?
There's one that got away. That flew away. Had wings.
I think
There were 3.
wings.
There are 3. One had wings and managed to fly away. The 2 that we took care of both turned to stone. This is the head of one of them.
Like a kender tail.
Like a what?
Kender tail. They have tails.
Huh. It sounds like a creature. What way did they fly? Which way did they go? Which way did they try to disappear to?
I don't.
We would know which direction,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Away from Vogler. So north on the northern side. So not going towards the city or the town.
And they spoke a foreign language that none of us
Okay.
spoke. And they also grinned as they died. They laughed at us as they died.
They emitted
is
a gas.
This is concerning, but the last thing that I want to do is disrupt both Ispin's funeral and the Kingfisher Festival. Would you guys be willing to take this to Thornwall Keep so that we can discuss it the day after next and kind of figure out what we're gonna do about this?
Sure.
Darrett, you'll see that young, bushy-eyed kid come back out. Can you bring them to Thornwall Keep? Actually, swing into the fishbowl, grab Korg, and bring them to Thornwall Keep. And Darrett's like, oh yeah, of course, yes. And then he'll say, for duty and honor, like he just became a knight of Solamnia. He's still learning the traditions. He does a really poorly looking salute, Gorm. Well, you guys ready to go?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, Korg's here? Wait, Gorm, you have Ispin's old sword hilt, right?
Yes.
He said he took down 15 trolls without having a blade on that sword hilt.
You told me the same story, except it was 20.
Was it 20? No freaking way. He was so awesome.
He was great.
Okay, let's go grab your friend. Korg, you've made your way to the fishbowl, and at the fishbowl, again, as you get closer, you can see everybody preparing for the festival. And it's a pretty cramped but busy tavern inside. And as soon as you walk in, you get thrown like into your chest like a pastry that smells so good. And they're like, eat up so you got some spirit for the games.
I start to eat.
What are you here for, buddy?
I'm here for a package. Or...
Dang, a package. That sounds pretty ominous.
Yeah.
Hooded figures send ya?
No. Darrett Highwater.
Darrett sent you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming he sent you at the behest of Becklin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good last that. All right, stuff's out in the back. You go
Okay.
out back, it's 3 huge crates.
I try to pick one up. How heavy is it?
50 pounds.
I'll attempt to try to stack all 3 together.
Give me a
Beast.
strength check. Holy shit! You come out of the back room and you're carrying all 3 crates, Korg, and the inn's proprietor, his name's Earthel. He's the guy or Elthar. He's the guy that talked to you right as you came in. He's like, "Whoa, buddy! You're gonna need some strength once you get that to the brass crab." And he's gonna take a couple more pastries and he's gonna throw one on top of the 3 boxes, and then he'll throw the second one. And he's trying to see how you react as the pastries land on top of the boxes.
I don't do anything.
And then the third one.
And then I'll ask him if I can leave.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Yup.
You guys are going towards the fishbowl, and you see Korg walking towards you carrying just 3 massive crates. You can see the veins on his arms kind of bulging out, but it looks like he's got him under control, and he's balancing 3 pastries on top of the boxes as he's coming towards you. You guys kind of connect in the village circle. What do you do?
You don't have to show off, Korg.
I'm not. This is just more efficient.
Well,
Give me
do you
another
think-
strength check, Korg.
Do you think you can carry all those to Thornwall Keep and then to the brass crab?
Oh. As you guys are talking to him, you see a big bead of sweat start going down the side of his head, and it looks like he's losing it a little bit.
No,
But
I probably should get these back immediately. Just wait here.
Okay.
All right, one more, Jake. Whew. Okay, you recollect yourself as you're strutting away with all 3 boxes. You go on the brass crab, and Becklin's like, "Korg, wow, that's almost worthy of a promotion. Thank you."
When he says promotion, I kind of like stick my chest out a little bit and say I need to get back with my companions.
Okay, well, I might need some use of you later.
Ooh.
All right, you guys meet back up in the village circle. What do you want to do?
Try to procure some more pastries. They're just handing them out. I'm gonna be like double fisting them.
Well, yeah, Korg's gonna walk back, and you've got all 3 pastries with you, Korg.
Alright.
You'll come back. Gorm's got a handful of pastries from the fishbowl as well. Darrett will look at you, and he's honestly absolutely looking at the 5 of you with just wide-eyed wonder. And he's, I can't. Ispin talked about either you or your family so much. You guys are so cool. Do you think you could teach me how to sword fight later, Gorm?
Yeah.
Ispin said that one time you and him were fighting, and you had to take on a whole small militia by yourself, and that without even breaking a sweat, you guys won the fight. And he said that you guys didn't have weapons, and he said that at one point you jumped on the back of a horse and did a backflip off of it.
Must have been a short horse.
You know, now that I think you know
All
what?
true. All true.
Can I prestidigitation and something in Ibsen's voice and just whisper to him, take them to Thornwall Keep?
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's right. Ispin's telling me I need to bring you to Thornwall Keep. Let's go. Actually, you know what, guys? Oh my God! When we get there, I can show you something so cool. And he'll whisper that, and he starts bringing you guys over here. Korg, he told me that the reason that the Salamnik Knights are as loyal as they are is because you have been impressing that in them since you joined the order.
Mm-hmm.
You said court, right?
Yeah.
I just stare and just mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool. Rise, he said that your parents had tattoos and that the tattoos sometimes could actually form real live animals, that they would literally come off their bodies.
That is true.
Wait, really?
That is
No
awesome.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's like in awe of you guys. He looks at you, Lauren. He didn't talk about you much.
These guys are awesome, though.
I know, they're so
They're so cool.
Kosh, he said that at one point he knows you're conflicted on the inside and that maybe that you chose the black robes because you're like lusting for power all the time, but like, he knew that you'd come around eventually. You don't need to hide it either. He wanted me to tell you that.
I wouldn't believe everything that he said, even though he was a good man.
I believe everything that he says.
As you should. and I
I'm
hit him
going
on
to
the
use
back.
prestidigitation again to have a whisper. Hurry up and take them to the.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Okay, let's go on Thornwall Keep, guys. He's gonna bring you in.
You need to take them.
Do you remember what Becklin wanted us to grab from here again?
We were dropping something off.
Oh, we were dropping something. Oh yeah. The head of the creature that you guys killed. Oh my god, I can't look at that thing. You killed that?
You want to touch it?
Yes.
I open up
Can
the
I
bag.
hold it? Oh my god. Oh my. Oh.
We'll see how you handle the sword first before you.
Oh, we could. Hey, okay, Gorm. I challenge you during the Kingfisher Festival to the swordsmanship duel.
King Vegetable Festival?
Kingfisher Festival? Oh yeah, there's gonna be vegetables, Lauren. Don't worry. There's an eating contest. You can be a part of that. I don't think you're gonna win because you're not very big, but Gorm could probably win that. Gorm looks kind of chunky. Korg, I bet you could do it. You're so amazing. Oh yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. So we're putting the head in Thornwall Keep. Okay, we'll do that. Just put it over there. We'll talk about that later. But let me show you something really cool.
Do I give it to somebody? I'm not just put it in an empty keep. Like, is there actually people there?
Oh, you could probably give it to Than if you want.
Who's that? Here we go.
So these are all people that you've seen at some point or another. Elthar, Jake, and Gorm, or Korg and Gorm is the guy that gave you the pastries. Darrett's obviously leading you around. Than, Darrett will say, Than's up on top of the keep if you want to go talk to him.
All right.
He's kind of like our, he's kind of like our, what do we want to call him? Let's see.
Quartermaster.
Becklin calls him a tinkerer. I'll call him an engineer. He's our engineer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Over there.
So the lot of you climb up the stairs, and the first thing that you notice as you get on top of the keep. Let me see if there's a handout for this. The first thing that you notice when you get to the top of the keep is that there is this massive... Well, the first thing you notice is Dan. He's tinkering with something, with like a contraption that's attached to this big, what looks to be like catapult. And he doesn't even notice you. It looks like he's really deep in thought and working on this big ass contraption that's in front of you. Where's the gnome flinger at? I'm just gonna put it on this page. He's working on... Oop, that's not in the right layer. This big ass catapult looking thing on top of the keep.
Just like gnomes.
you-
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, it
He-
flings gnomes.
Than is obviously a gnome.
Yeah.
And he's working on this wheel-like thing over here, and just deep in thought, really like tinkering with different things. And
Is this like the Dragonlance version of dwarf tossing?
I don't know. Darrett goes and taps him on the shoulder, and Than, without looking away, says, "Go away, Darrett. Go away, Darrett."
Shut up, Mag.
Darrett says, "Well, Than, we got guests." And he pops up on his feet and looks at the five of you and says, "Oh, hello. What are you doing here?"
Came to give you the head.
Came to give me a head. A head of what? Cabbage?
No, the head.
The head. Okay, from who?
A head of a creature that turned to stone.
That sounds interesting. Let's see.
I reveal the head.
What is that?
The head.
Tell me everything you know. Everything. Everything you know.
Well, this creature killed a couple knights of Salamia, and as we encountered it afterwards, we killed it. And as it died, it turned to
Jared
stone.
busts in. Yeah! They killed 13 of them. Killed them dead.
There were two.
There were 3.
They-
We killed 2.
There were two that we fought. One with wings that flew away.
Than's looking
That
between
one was
you
different.
guys. Like the lot of you. How many were there? There was
Two.
3. You killed 2. Okay,
Yeah.
and then what? Carved a mural of his, or carved a statue of his face?
Oh, this is
Uh,
what happened to him after he died. He turned to stone.
Some sort of post-mortem petrification?
Yeah, it turned like it emitted a gas, and yeah, it turned to stone as it died.
That's very
My
interesting.
dad used to admit gas.
He probably still does.
Never turned to stone though.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I will absolutely research this thing. For real though, real creature, like you're not.
Not joking.
Ispin didn't put you up to this?
Nope.
Real.
Nope.
Huh. Okay. This could fit pretty nicely on the gnome flinger. Take a look at this thing behind me. Do you, any of you? I need to potentially. You know what? It can wait. It can wait. It can wait. It can wait.
Are you looking for something to test?
Yeah.
Hey, Lauren, why don't you get in there?
Okay.
No, tomorrow during the festival.
Oh, okay.
Then hopefully we can have the landing. Hopefully we can have the landing area prepared. Hopefully it's on target too. Okay.
Cool.
Can I have the head?
Yes. I was told
So-
to give it to you from Becklin.
So post-mortem petrification, gas that. Did any of you inhale the gas? Taste the gas? Smell the gas?
I point to Gorham.
Okay. And?
It felt as if a poison tried to turn me to stone as well. But we
Good thing you're a
dwarvens,
dwarf.
yeah, we's rock enough.
Well, that's great. Will you all be at Ispin's funeral later?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Darrett chimes in. Yeah, they're pretty much Ispin's best friends, except for Becklin. They're like the second best friends. They're like 2nd through 6th of Ispin's best friends, and I get to bring them around the town.
It is a great honor for you.
Darrett looks at you, Jeef. It is.
My eyes roll out of my skull and back to the crab.
Okay, if you get, is there anywhere else that you guys want to hit up before Ispin's funeral? The
I
thing
think
to
at this point,
impress is
yeah.
that everybody in town is very joyful. They're very happy. They're super ready to celebrate the funeral. Everyone seems to be working together, you know, to just make sure that the funeral goes off without a hitch, but that also the Kingfisher Festival, you know, it's just gonna be fun, lighthearted town festival.
Can I see how much of this is for the festival and how much of this is for the funeral?
Knowing anything about Ispin, he would have chosen to have the funeral right before the Kingfisher Festival, so that it seemed like everyone was really celebrating him leading into the festival.
Got it.
Anything you guys want to do, or anywhere you guys want to go before we kick off the funeral?
I would kind of like to look at a real market for the first time.
Oh, down here by the wharf.
Yeah.
You gonna tell that to Darrett? He'll lead you there happily.
Yeah, I'll tell it to Darrett, my new best friend.
Oh my gosh, Aloran, let me bring you to my favorite shop in the market.
Okay, let's go.
He brings you there. It takes about 10 minutes longer to get there. You would imagine that it's about a 5-minute walk, and it takes 15 minutes because he keeps stopping to point out things that are freaking awesome about Bogler. The market itself, inside the wharf, you can see that one thing that kind of stands out is that as people are walking down and past the Wharfinger's office, there's this big wooden carving of Habakkuk that everybody that goes into the market and into the wharf essentially just passes by and touches in some sort of way. It's almost like it's autonomic, right? Like people don't even realize they're doing it. They literally walk by, they touch it, and then they keep going. Even Darrett stops talking for a brief moment, touches it, and then just continues going like it's not out of the ordinary to do that.
I'll take a pause there, and I will kind of under my makeshift armor, kind of hidden. I'll get that jade statue in one hand and then touch it with the other hand. See if anything happens.
Nothing happens. It seems like it's just a carving of a phoenix.
Okay.
But it does look almost identical to your carving or your jade amulet.
I want to touch it.
You can touch it, bro. You can touch it.
I touch it.
Just a carving of Habakkuk.
No, I just want to touch it because it's awesome.
So, Darrett brings you to a shop, and it is manned, quote unquote manned, by this woman, a kender by the name of Frostwind, and she is selling intricate little fishbone puppets that she designs in the shapes of animals and sea serpents. And she looks at the lot of you and she says, "Darrett, oh my, did you bring me new customers? You are such a lad. I appreciate you so much. Hello, hello, hello." She literally bounces between the 5 of you and like shakes your hands with both of her hands. She's very tiny. She's a very small kender. What can I interest you in? I need a perception check from everybody.
Well, that's weird. Didn't roll mine.
Well, oh my god.
Oh,
God damn it. Rise, you'll notice that as she was shaking everybody's hand, she pocketed something from the lot of you.
Including myself.
Uh-huh.
Well, you've already been paid for something. Why don't you give us something now?
What do you
Or
mean?
we've already paid for something.
You have? What?
You lifted something off all of us.
I start
Lifted.
checking my pockets.
I do the same
You're
thing.
all missing 1 gold. Oh, this? And she'll hold it out in her hand. No, this is a down payment. I assumed you guys would be buying something. Darrett wouldn't bring me someone who wasn't interested in purchasing something.
Does she have
Well,
pastries?
I will take my down payment back because I don't intend on purchasing anything.
Ah, I'm offended. Do you not like my wares?
I don't even know what you sell.
Oh, here, let me show you. She'll turn around and she'll pocket the 5 gold. She'll pull out a bone carving, Rise, of a little goat. And she's like, "Look at the intricate details that I carve on this goat." It's a goat, a fishbone.
Saying, Kender, did you carve that?
I did. What do you think? Would you like one?
Yep.
No, I'd like my down payment back.
Do we need to go to the local authorities?
Here, you keep his down
No,
payment.
no,
I'll give him a
no.
gold. Here's a gold, Grise.
I just assumed you guys would be buying something. I'm sorry for making assumptions. Thank you. And she will hand you the really nicely carved, honestly, goat out of fishbone, Lauren.
Cool.
It's only 6 gold, but you know, since you gave your friend here that gold, we'll call it even. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Garrett. This is awesome. Do you have one?
Oh my god, I have so many.
I am just
I
going
have
to exit the store.
I have the whole collector
Following
series that
Rise.
she did last fall.
Following Rise.
A bunch
Ex-
of different leaves. And you can
Leaves?
see as she's different leaves.
Get that
Different
static
types of
again, Jeef.
trees. As she's talking to Darrett, you can see that her fingers are just
Gone now.
her idle playthings. She's always doing something with her hands. She's trying to prevent herself from stealing from Darrett, but you can see that she periodically like shuffles through his pockets and stuff without him noticing.
So when we all get outside, I'll just ask, do you all just want to head back to the bar?
Yes.
Darrett will look at you guys. He's like, I have so many more shops to show Lauren.
That's fine. You two can go enjoy.
We can?
Yep.
Okay.
Just
Just
don't
try-
spend money in one place.
Frostwind looks at you, Kosh. Sir, they can spend their money at any place that they desire. And if it happens to be one place, you know, that merchant is lucky.
You know what? You are absolutely right. I'm sorry. I should not try and impose my will on others. Lauren, you do whatever you want. You have a fun time.
Okay, thanks, Kasha.
Darrett, I like your friends a lot. Why don't you let the 4 of them leave and I can show you some of my new carvings? Actually, I'll show you and your friend Lauren here my new carvings. Okay, bye. She looks at the 4 of you and says, okay, bye.
Yep.
I go to a Lauren, and you think I'm about to
Peace.
give him like a pep talk about keeping money, but I go, if they have more free pastries, get as much as you can. And I pat her on the back.
Got it.
You know, Lauren, Frostwind will turn to you. I can run and go grab those pastries for you for like a, like easy 4 gold or something. I'll
I
even
said
get them shipped.
free pastries.
No, he said he didn't say to get them. He said if we can get them. So that's okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Okay.
keep my
Well,
eyes
here,
open.
let me show you these other carvings that I've got.
Okay.
How much money are you about to spend? If she
I don't
tries
have-
to swindle you?
Like 10 gold.
Give me like just a wisdom save
Oh dear.
against her salesmanship. Oh, okay. I think your ignorance honestly like protects you in this case, Lauren. So you and Darrett wander the stalls. He shows you the wonders of the market, and then eventually you make your way back to the Brass Crab. The rest of the day passes, and you all notice that Becklin, she's very stoic. She's obviously works very hard and had a great respect for Ispin. And as people start coming in towards dusk, she starts kind of like lining them up in rows so that she can give a fond farewell to Ispin Greenshield. And then eventually, sorry, the sun's setting. The Ispin and who you later meet as Cudgel, Becklin and Cudgel, another one of Ispin's good traveling companions, both carry his boat with Ispin's body
Was it
to
just
the river.
Ispin and those two?
It's Ispin, Cudgel, and Becklin who
Okay,
get
so
to
yeah,
bring
they
the
were
boat.
traveling companions.
They
Oh, yeah.
were roommates.
Yeah, they were roommates on the road, bro. And Becklin again is just a massive woman. And she thinks Korg's kind of cute, but really it's all seriousness right now. They they carry Ispin's boat to the river. They do a bunch of Salamnik um, rituals over the boat, and you see that as you look around, those who are closest to Ispin Greenshield gather on the dock overlooking the Vingard River. There, Ispin's body um, rests in a small boat, and his body is wrapped in a white shroud with the heraldry of the Salamnik Knights, and there's a big rose right in the right on the middle of the shawl. There's a musician that's playing a soft song as Becklin Uth Viharan steps forward in her ornate Salamnik armor. She smiles gently at everybody that's assembled, and her voice carries across the water, and she says, "You all knew Ispin as a friend, and you all knew that there was none like him before. And before he died, he told me this. There should be tales, not tears, for an old scoundrel like me. Make sure everyone knows my stories when I head off to the greatest adventure of them all." She pauses briefly and then nods at the five of you. And the boat carrying Ispin's body at the edge of the dock um, lowers a little bit into the water from Cudgel and Becklin. And she looks at everybody again. She says, "So let's just do that. Or let's do just that." Becklin continues as the tiny vessel with Ispin's body drifts out to the Vingard River. And on the eve of the Kingfisher Festival, we celebrate you, Ispin. Good travels, friend, until we meet again. So she sends him off with a Salamnik salute, and then she turns to the lot of you and she says, "The story that Ispin wanted me to share with all of you is that the Lord of Palanthus ordered Ispin to be arrested one night after Ispin decided to shave the Lord's twin Salamnik poodles. But Ispin was able to talk himself out of it because he said that the way that he cut the poodle's fur was actually a great compliment in the Salamnik order. And he told them that, leaving the puff on the tail is like leaving a cloud in the sky. It guides you and it shows you that you mean no harm. And leading the ears untouched and furry means that in the future they'll be able to sense danger." And really, he just bullshitted his way out of going to prison for cutting the Lord of Palanthus' poodles, or for shaving the Lord of Palanthus' poodles. And that just kind of defines Ispin for me. How about you guys? Does anyone like to share a story about their time with Ispin?
Korg would cross his arms.
I guess I'll start. So, I didn't know Ispin too well, but he was well known in my village and was a friend of my parents. There was a time where one of our guardians had gone mad and was terrorizing, honestly, the other villages in the greater area. One of those small villages managed to get enough funds together to, well, hire Ispin, and he'll motion towards like Becklith and Cudgel to help try and protect them. My clan, meanwhile, tried to gather those that could to also try and track him down. It's honestly part of our duties, and we shouldn't have let a guardian go, like, get out there, but that's another story. My parents were part of that group. So during this, as they were all hunting the rogue guardian down, they all sort of came together and were able to, collectively take him down. And It just so happens that Ispin was able to protect my mother from a strike with his shield, motion towards, Ispin's shield. And she would not be here today if it weren't for him and him, standing up at that point. So after, that business was done, they went back to our village and essentially celebrated that they collectively took him down. They got drunk. I'll just say Ispin was getting a little handsy with my mother.
You see Cudgel and Becklin laugh at that.
Well, he kind of underestimated her strength, and she knocked him out cold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When he woke up, my mother kicked him in his happy sack and then grabbed someone random from the group that was there, and handled his man vegetables, and they all kind of went off.
Huh.
So if it weren't for Ispin, my parents wouldn't have met.
Oh.
That random person she grabbed was my father, and they kind of bonded over that moment of laughing at him as he writhed in pain from getting his yes.
Ispin did have a way to bring people together, even with that kick to the sack.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing that, Rise. I very much appreciate that. Does anybody else?
He was welcome later. He still came. He swung by every once in a while, and he didn't get kicked again. But
I think everyone in this town knows that one kick to the sack to Ispin doesn't stop him from coming around and being jovial.
No.
I mean, that's pretty much a standard greeting for the guy. Thank you, Rise. Appreciate that. Anybody else have a story that they'd like to share?
Yep. So, growing up, I was not the confident person you see before you now.
Mm-hmm.
And that weird kid that stands out and doesn't fit in, and weird stuff just seems to happen around him all the time. Well, that was me. And it started to drive me crazy because no one believed I wasn't doing things, and that all these things happening, I don't know why it was happening, and I just stayed in my room and I never left. Until there was a day when Ispin was passing through town, and he stopped at my parents' bakery, and he overheard some people talking, and the next thing that he knows, he's kicking down the door to my house and then my room, and drags me out of my room and makes me tell him everything that's been going on. And I did, and I couldn't look at him. I was too embarrassed. And then he just starts laughing. And he laughs that big laugh that he had. And I just trailed off because I thought I did something wrong. And he's like, "No, boy, don't be an idiot. You're not crazy. You have magic." And I was like, "What?" It's like, "Yes, it's escaping."
Becklin clears her throat.
And yeah. And then he got me a teacher, and then he would come and make fun of the teacher as he taught me things, and he would hit me over the head with a stick and then teach me how to hit him over the head with the stick. And that was
As you're nearing the end of your story, Lauren, one person in the crowd, this pompous looking ass here, lets out a big exaggerated yawn
I'm sorry that I'm boring you. I'll try better. Maybe I have another story I could tell.
I
I
give a firm
appreciate.
look at that person
And he
with
raises
a
an
20
eyebrow to both you.
intimidation.
he, he, he shrinks back. Uh, he was obviously going to say something. He started puffing his chest, but then he immediately stops.
You were saying? Look back to you, Lauren.
That I think that was it.
Becklin will look at you, Lauren. That was a great story, Lauren.
I was a little intimidated too. I may have peed a little bit.
You can tell that douchey dude is stepping back a little bit. Eventually, he just scoffs, looks at you, Korg, and just scuttles away, leaves the funeral. Becklin, one last look for stories, says, Lauren, I really appreciate that. It sounds like he was very formative. I'm glad that he was able to give you the confidence to come out here today. And I know he'd be smiling from ear to ear if he saw that you were here.
I'll step up. This story is going to be even more boring than Lauren's because it's almost the same. Our dear friend visited our village right before winter struck and was stuck there over winter. And he, through the grace of my parents at the time, stayed with us and helped a young boy traumatized from an event over the summer learn to talk again and learn to be as normal as he can be. For that, I'll forever be grateful to him. And it is through that respect why I'm here to say goodbye.
Becklin will turn to you, and she'll say, Kosh, Lauren, I dislike that you are downplaying the importance of your story by calling it boring or uninspired. If, as you know, spending any amount of time with Ispin Greenshield, you hear a lot of exciting, tall tales. So it's nice to hear an actual story for once.
Well, don't get me wrong, it wasn't boring for me, but apparently some in this crowd thought that it was boring. So I wanted to let them know what they were in for. The real deeds of Ispin
Exactly.
did not involve a sword.
Korg, would you like to share?
He'll keep his arms crossed and he'll say, no, my story is my own, but the piece of advice that Ispin gave me was last words are for fools who haven't said enough in life. Questions?
None. Sounds like you took that to heart.
I fucking wrote a story, but Korg would tell it. I would tell it, but then I realized like Korg would never fucking share that. I don't know why. I fucking pulled it up and I was reading it and I was like, Korg would never say any of this shit.
And she'll look at the crowd, and she'll say, or she won't even say anything. She'll kind of let what Korg say kind of waft over everybody. She'll nod, and she'll start walking back to the brass crab.
I'll tell. Or do I got time for a story then?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay. I'll go up there, and as I'm holding his greatsword hilt in my hand, and I'll step up to the canoe, and I'll kind of tap the canoe, and I'll say, "The man makes the sword does not make the man." And I'd say the story of Ibsen is a great story, as we all know of him. He came to my town. He helped my family, but that's not the important part. The important part is as he helped us, he showed me the way of the sword and of how to be a knight. And he tells me to come with him to witness this great deed that he does. And he goes to this cliff and he goes up and looks up there and he sees these menace of a beast, a whole horde of them. And he goes, now this is not much for Ibsen, but this may be something that you will gain to. And he says, do never underestimate your enemy. And as this happens, his back is turned and they throw rocks, just boulders and boulders at him. And it was not for his shield, he would be here in this canoe much sooner.
Oh no.
But he turns around, his sword breaks, he comes at them with just the hilt, and he defeats all of them. But he's lost his hearing. And the next day he goes and he sees my sister, and she goes, "Have you seen my brother?" And he goes, "Yeah, we got peanut butter." And he goes, "This is the funniest thing I've ever heard." This is a true story of my grandpa. Honestly, like out of character. This is a true story of my grandpa when he was
No
losing his
fucking
hearing.
way.
Yep. Yeah. Like, have you seen my brother? He goes, "Yeah, we got peanut butter."
Gorm, did you get your peanut butter that day?
Oh. My sister did, because that was her asking, looking for me.
That's great. And you still have the sword
I do
hilt,
have it.
obviously.
And then at the end, I see was he part of the rose crown or the sword for the
Rose.
knights? He was part of the rose, and I'll hit it down. And I'll say for the rose, and then all the other knights will do a salute.
You'll see a bunch of Salamnik knights in the crowd salute alongside with you.
Oh.
I appreciate everybody's stories. It's absolutely beautiful hearing those, especially coming from the people that they impacted. If you want to share more stories or mingle with everybody that was a part of Ispin's life, we're all going to meet at the Brass Crab. I want to thank everybody for coming again. And yeah, really just it would mean a lot to it means a lot to Ispin, even though he's not here to tell you that. Could everybody give me a perception check real quick?
Perception. Ooh, girl.
Oh dang. Aloran, honestly, everyone but Gorm and Rise. You see that there's lots of Salamnik knights in the crowd, but one person in particular stands out to you guys. Your glance stays on her for longer than normal. You notice that there's a tall, blue-hued or blue-skinned elf that is there. And you feel like you wouldn't have noticed her without kind of actively looking for her. But she looks unique. But as the funeral winds down, she just slowly drifts away from the funeral. Just wanted to point that out. But everyone on this page was there. Obviously, Bakaris left. But eventually, she says, "Everybody, I'd like to congregate back at the Brass Crab for one final drink for Ispin, and then we'll all get ready to celebrate the Kingfisher Festival tomorrow." Everyone cheers, hear, hear, and goes back to the Brass Crab. Are you guys going there as well?
Yep.
Perfect. So, again, Darrett follows you guys, kind of like he's just so enamored with how freaking cool you guys are. And once you guys get into the tavern, Darrett somehow from behind you, following you, suddenly appears in front of you with 6 beers. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, guys, you want a drink? Let's drink together. You guys got any more stories? I got stories for you if you want to hear them."
Let's hear them.
Well, here's a beer. Here's a beer. Here's a beer. He gives you all a beer. Well, let's see. What kind of story do you want to hear?
Whatever you want.
A lighthearted one.
Favorite.
Oh, lighthearted. Oh. It seems like he has performance anxiety now. Now that you guys actually want to hear a story, he's like stumbling on his words. Oh boy. Sometimes my mind works so much faster than I can talk. Oh geez. Well, no, not that one. Oh geez. What? But no, that's not lighthearted. Oh man.
I would walk away over to the bar.
He's gonna like sit trying to come up with a good story for like a solid 5 minutes if you guys don't save him.
How'd you meet Ispin?
Oh, that's a good one. I met Ispin through Becklin. She saw my potential in, like sword fighting and stuff. So like she was teaching me, and then I met Ispin, and then Ispin was teaching me for a while. And
Sorry, who are we talking to again? Who is this?
Darrett?
This is Darrett?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry. I must have missed that. I was like, what? How does he not have a story of Ibsen? But
He
just
does.
stumbled on it. Okay.
Now that people are asking him to tell one, he's like,
Yeah.
performance anxiety, man. He'll tell you stories all day when you don't want to hear them. But he taught me military strategy a little bit. Let's see. I've really tried to learn as much as I could from Ispin. He taught me a lot of stuff.
Who was that creepy guy that left in a huff?
Creepy guy. The guy that was mean to you? That's Bakaris the
Yeah.
Younger. He's an ass. I wouldn't trust him. He's not nice. And as that happens, Lauren, you accidentally bump a empty bowl off the table you're sitting at, and you see Becklin follow it with his eyes. He kind of like Spider-Man 1 kicks it back up into his hand and puts it back on the table before it touches the ground.
Wow.
In like one smooth motion.
Darrett did that?
Yep, Darrett did that.
Who was the blue elf?
Are you asking Darrett?
Yeah.
Blue elf. I don't know that I noticed a blue elf, honestly.
Yeah, she was right there.
I didn't see her.
Insight or history. I'm trying to think of tall tales, rumors, legends, those type of things. Insight
Roll
or
what you
history?
think.
It's not. They're all plus 0, so just pick one. I'll do insight because it's plus 1. 6. Never mind. Fucking dirt.
Nothing that comes to mind. There was a lot of people there, and a lot of people came from out of town, so there is a good chance that he might not know who that is.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like he's honestly hiding anything. It doesn't seem like Derek could hide anything if he wanted to.
So, what blue elf?
Did you not see the
Right
blue
there.
elf? She was right here.
I saw it.
Oh,
Remind us
Are
not to put you on watch.
are they? Sorry. Are they also here at the bar, or are
No,
they?
they
did
left.
Okay.
No. This is just people. This is not everybody that's at the
No.
bar.
Yeah.
You're sitting with Darrett. Yarm. This is her bar. She's the proprietor.
No, I
Mayor
didn't see
Raven's
him.
there. But is there anything
I'll
you guys
ask-
want? Oh, go ahead.
I'll go to Derek and like, Derek, can you give me one of those pastries?
Hell yes, I can. How many you want,
Thank
Gorm? I can get you as many pastries as you want. I somehow still have leftover money from the market today. I can get you some pastries. How many pastries do you want, Gorm? Gorm, how many pastries do you want?
I'm thinking. You can see him thinking like, ooh, this is like an open-end question. He didn't expect this.
As
Gorm,
many
you
as
want
you
20
can carry.
pastries?
As many as you can carry.
A platter.
Let's just
full.
move this along, Gorm. I know how much you want. As many as you can carry.
As many as okay. Do you want me to test my physical limits?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you
So
see Korg earlier today?
Yeah. Honestly, I was kind of testing if this is still him because he seemed off. Like he didn't tell any stories. Like yeah, he's under pressure, whatnot. But it's just a cop out of this is not really him anymore. I was getting weird vibes from him until he's like, yes, I will get you pastries. Now I don't. Now I'm not suspicious.
The weirdest, the weirdest thing that happened, legit, is when that bowl fell off the table from a Lauren. He literally like more smoothly and lively than you've ever seen, was able to kick that back up into his hand like it was nothing.
Yep. I'm starting to think that this is his telltale, is his persona.
Okay, so you want pastries? Okay, I'll be right back. Literally 10 minutes later, he comes in and he is somehow balancing like 25 platters of pastries
A beast.
that he puts down on the table in front of you.
I got an empty sack now, so.
Ispin had one of those too. From you actually, or from your family, Gorm.
Oh.
Or from Rise's family, I mean. Well, honestly, I think.
To Ibsen.
Hey, Darren will do it with you.
Toast the pastry.
Yum. So, well, tomorrow, obviously, Kingfisher Festival. I hope you guys are ready to participate in some of the games because it's going to be a good time. And we really got to celebrate Ispin. So, like, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how you guys do in these because I think you're going to clean house. You guys are so freaking cool. It's like, are you guys excited? Are you guys excited about the festival tomorrow?
It's no pressure at all.
Oh, there's tons of pressure. You should feel immense amounts of pressure right now, Lauren.
That's why I'm drinking the beer.
What kind of events do they have during the festival?
Oh, well, okay, so I guess if you want to go to Thornwall Keep, Than is saying he will give some gold to the person that gets flung the farthest with his known flinger. So that's one of them. I think Elrin is doing Wizard's Tower at the Fishbowl. I know that the Brass Crab is the starting place tomorrow morning for the tavern run. I think what's his name? Oh my god. Bakaris is hosting a game at the West Tide House. And then there's a swordplay contest, an archery contest, and then obviously it all ends in the Kingfish catch, where somebody gets to catch Benabog for the year.
Catch a what?
Benabog?
Yeah, Benabog for the year. History checks from y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about right.
What?
3 8s in a row.
8 should be 20s because that's
8 should be 20s.
John's
That's the
favorite
best number in the world. Oh, Darrett will say Benabog. That's what we call the Kingfish from the Kingfisher Festival. Every year, the person that catches the biggest fish gets to put them, and he points to a fish tank. And there's this. You didn't notice it earlier, but on one of the walls in the Brass Crab, there's this massive fish tank that's empty. And Benabog lives in there, and he's the town fish for the whole year. And we name him Benabog. This will be Benabog the 312th, I think.
Why is it named Benabog?
Because that's the name of the town fish.
Okay.
Yeah. So I hope
What
you
do you
guys are
do with
ready.
the town fish once the year's passed?
Well, what do you think's in those pastries you guys have been eating? Fish pastries. Benabog gets the great opportunity to be a part of all of the fish pastries that we celebrate at the next Kingfisher Festival.
Mm.
Delicious.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right.
Well, okay. I'm gonna go to bed. I hope to see you guys in the morning. You guys want to start with the tavern run? Is everybody participating?
We dwarves are natural sprinters.
Very dangerous over short distances. Well, I'll meet you guys in the town square in the morning, and then we can start with the tavern run. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
That's good.
But like for real, guys, I need to talk to you. He stops drinking, and in like a moment of clarity, he looks at the five of you. You guys are so fucking cool. I'm so glad you're here. And he runs out of the tavern. You guys doing anything else tonight?
The minute he's out of earshot, what a weird kid.
I like him, but yeah.
Seems to be good with his hands, though.
It reminds me of when I was a wee lad. Looked up to Ibsen. No better role model.
Mm-hmm.
See, wouldn't you always look up to Ibsen?
Hey.
Har 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 har.
Cause you're short.
You guys doing anything else tonight?
Wait, is Baccharis the younger in here?
No, he's not.
Aw, then no.
He doesn't intermingle with the riffraff of the town.
That's too bad.
Yeah. He's got the West Tide House.
I go light the West Tide House on fire.
Jesus Christ.
No, not really.
I would like to get a replica of Ispin's shield in the market or anywhere to try to purchase something like that.
If you go to the Thornwall Keep, they might have more shields that are designed that way, or at least you did see that his shield was brought back to Thornwall Keep by Becklin.
Oh, I don't know if I would ask for his actual shield, but
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess
They might have a replica for you.
Yeah. Okay.
But really, you can see the townsfolk are really prepping for tomorrow. People are going to bed early in kind of like a joyous anticipation of the festival. And then when everybody wakes up tomorrow, everybody kind of crowds into the town center, and you see this intricate carving that wasn't there yesterday has been put up of a gigantic fish, and you see the name Benabog carved in the middle of it. And then the Mayor Raven Uth Ungar. Where is she at? Where's the mayor? There she is. Or here, I'll bring it back to this page real quick. The mayor, right here, Mayor Raven. She kind of addresses the crowd of everybody who got up that morning, and she's like, I hope everybody's here and ready for a wonderful Kingfisher Festival, and everybody starts cheering. We've got games all day, and then obviously everybody needs to congregate here again so that we can catch Benabog, and everyone's like, Benabog, yeah, Benabog, and everybody's super excited to catch Benabog. And then she's like, have fun with the games. There's games all over town. We're starting the tavern run at the Brass Crab for anybody that wants to join. So, do you guys want to do the tavern run?
Heck yeah.
Okay. Let's start there. We'll do a couple
Does
quick
the
fun games.
does the run look more dexterous or strength
Um,
base?
you're not 100% sure, but as you guys walk towards the brass crab to find out that information, Korg, you see that there's already a group of villagers crowded around the bar in anticipation of the tavern run starting. And the bartender, Yarm, is pouring out row after row after row of drinks. And Yalm, the innkeeper, says, "Last call for entries into the tavern run. First prize is one of Uncle Elthar's best pies." And you see everyone, no one's drinking their mug. Everybody looks like the tavern run is some sort of like drinking game.
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
Gorm is here. Is Darrett actually in the race?
Oh yeah, you see Darrett there? He's got 2 hands on his mug. He's like sitting there like ready to go.
You see Gorm without his armor. He doesn't need any nipple tape with nothing touching that for this run. And he goes to Darrett and goes, "Good thing we were carbo loading on all those pastries last night. Let's do
He
this."
looks at you, Gorm. Bring it on. In like a moment of pure seriousness, you can see he's locked in and ready to win this race.
You see me lock in the hilt into the mug.
Who else is joining? Anyone else joining?
Yeah, I'll join.
Hell yeah. What up, Korg? Okay. Rise, Kosh, Lauren.
Not after I found out what it was. No.
I'm good.
Gorm's doing squats.
Okay,
Fight
so
warm up.
Yalm looks at all of you. She's the innkeeper. She looks at all of you and she's like, "Here's the rules, and they're very simple. First round. Here at the Brass Crab, everyone drinks 3 pints. Then, you spin around 3 times. You run to the fishbowl. You drink 3 more pints. And the first person through the front door at the fishbowl is the winner."
Wait, brass? Mean back to the brass crab?
Nope, you start at the Brass Crab. You drink 3 beers. You run to the fishbowl. You drink 3 beers. And then you go into the fishbowl.
I'll go into it. Okay.
You are disqualified if you vomit. All right, let's start. You see Darrett. You have 2 other guards from the town. You have a short Kender there who looks like he's ready to drink. And then you have the dwarf from yesterday, Cudgel, who looks like she's ready to drink. And everyone's got 3 beers in front of you. Gorm and Korg. Yalm, the innkeeper, brings out 3 more beers for you. And she starts a countdown. What I need from you guys first is 3 dex checks and a constitution check.
3 dex and a con, or
3
each?
dex and a constitution save.
Okay.
Now, is this a save or
This
not?
is a save versus poison for the constitution save.
Oh,
I rolled a natural 20 and a 2. Can't get any in the middle than that. 22 and 11.
Oh,
Right.
Oh
wow.
my god, Gorm.
Wow.
Okay,
I do have advantage, so.
just on the dex saves you have advantage?
If it's poison, I got advantage being a dwarf.
The only one that's poison is the con save. The dex save is how fast you drink the beer.
Oh, okay.
So
But is it-
constitution
you have
save
advantage
for
Dex
Korg.
saves against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Danger sense.
I wouldn't say that this is
Yeah, I was gonna say not
dangerous
danger.
drinking a beer.
And then a
Okay,
con
everybody, as soon as she says go, Gorm, you literally throw the beer in your face. And Yalm says, 10-second penalty! And she goes out and she covers your beers. You guys see Korg literally just open his throat and throw back the beer faster than you've seen anybody do that before. But then he gets hung up on the second beer. You guys notice that Darrett just kind of tips him back. Constitution saves. Korg, you're good. Gorm, you're good. Okay. So first round.
What about Rise?
Rise, are you in?
Yeah, I said it was.
Oh shit. Oh hell yeah. Okay, dex save 7, 9, and 14. Okay, as of right now, for the 8 of you. Let me get rid of these numbers. 7, 20. Where's your other one, Korg? 11, 2, 7, and 13. Okay. Korg's in first. Darrett's in second. Rise is in third. Gorm, you're in dead last because you're 10-second penalty and you're 2 and 7. Where's your Constitution saves? Nobody is poisoned. Okay. So, afterwards, after you guys drown your beers, you guys have to run to the fishbowl. I need a D4 from everybody. Rise, as you're running to the fishbowl, a stallion from the rodeo portion of the Kingfisher Games today broke loose of its enclosure and is getting in your way. I need you to make an animal handling check. Oh, natural 1! You literally get hoofed. You get back kicked by the horse, and it literally knocks you backwards, and you just are so stunned that you fall instantly to last place. Gorm, I need you 4. Okay. Gorm, even though you were in last until you saw Rise get kicked by a horse, you see the many obstacles on the road ahead, and you can avoid them by taking the long way around. I need you to make an athletics check.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna rage, so I get advantage on this.
Oh shit!
Ah,
You guys
I
hear
can't be
Korg
last.
scream.
Can't be last. All right. What do these say? Athletics.
Athletics with advantage, I think.
Damn.
Oh shit. Okay, let me see how Korg does here. Korg, a group of mischievous children laid out marbles in the road, knowing that people were doing this tavern run. I need you to make an acrobatics check so that you can lithely make your way through the marbles.
Can I try to jump them?
Sure. DC is
Oh,
higher,
I
but
take
yeah,
that back. It's the strength check. It's not athletics, so that wouldn't. Well, it's still the first.
it's an
one,
athletic
so-
strength check. Yeah.
Oh, I suppose yeah, strength checks. Yep. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, after all the passers-by and obstacles get in the way, Korg and Gorm break free of everybody else, and they're the first people to arrive at the fishbowl. Darrett, at one point, Rise, looks down at you and extends a hand. Do you take it? After he saw you get kicked by the horse,
I will.
he takes his hand back,
Yes. I
swipes
did.
his hair, and says, "See you in last place," and runs towards fishbowl. He obviously says it. He obviously says it joking. He's not.
Yeah. I will just groan and get up and meander
All
on
right,
over
Gorm and Korg. I need you guys to roll 3 more dex checks and a Constitution save. Oh,
Natty.
jeez!
Oh wait, I did acrobatics. Whoops. Wrong button.
Ooh,
That's the
Korgs,
same, though.
Korgs are pretty good. Korgs are
You want me to
pretty
roll it?
good.
It's the same.
It's the same.
Yeah. I'm plus
19,
1.
19, 4, 19, 13, 7. Ooh, who would
Oh,
I give
and a
that
natural
to?
1 in con.
Where's what I got? I got
I need a con
advantage.
save.
I got advantage. Oh,
Wait,
thank God, advantage.
What's the DC? What's the DC? Oh my god. Okay. You guys finish the beers at about the same time, but Gorm, as you finish your last beer, you look over at Korg and he projectile vomits.
Oh.
All of this
Damn. Okay.
natural 1 save, bro. He projectile vomits. You hear Elthar, the guy you met yesterday, look at Korg and say, "You're out!" And Gorm, you walk through the front door as the winner of the tavern run.
Arms out. Arms out.
And he hands
It's a
you,
dwarf.
I'm not even kidding, a pie that's 2 feet in diameter. And gives it to you. With bragging rights for the year. And the winner of this
He
year's
gets a
tavern
handful
run.
of pie and raises it to the sky and then just eats it. Like,
There's
messy
a
as possible. It's in
there's
his
a bunch
beard
of
and
drunken revelers there, and they're all just cheering your name. Gorm, 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 Gorm. Korg, Darrett will come up to you, and he'll extend his hand to you.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm reading something real quick on my character sheet.
Okay.
Hold on.
Do we need a ruling?
We might need a ruling.
Do we need to call a judge to the table?
Judge.
Or
Judge?
someone that can hold his liquor, apparently.
I'll take his hand.
He'll help you up.
I didn't.
You
fall
drank
down,
that first beer so fast, Korg, that was very impressive.
I didn't. You don't have to help me up. I didn't fall down. I literally just threw up straight out.
Oh yeah, he'll shake your hand, I mean. Did you see Rise get kicked by that horse?
I did.
He got fucking walloped. Why would you run behind a horse?
Had a brother once that did that.
Once.
Is he still here?
Had.
Is he still with us? Yeah.
Well, he was always slow after.
Oh man. Rise, you shamble up and last. You're obviously out. You got the wind knocked out of you.
Yeah, I will just meander on in there. And
I can't hear
You're
you.
on mute.
I think your
Sorry.
mic switched.
Yep, I will just meander on in there, and there's like a bruise on my chest.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Tattoo.
Big hoof
Hey,
print, right?
yeah.
Right?
1 second. I gotta take this phone call. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so there's a couple other games. There's the games at the West Tide House. There's the archery and swordsmanship games. And then there's the gnome flinger games if you guys want to participate in that. Anything else sound interesting for you guys?
West Tide and Gnome Flinger.
Wizard games?
Swords.
There's the Wizard
And
Tower
gnomes.
betting game as well.
Yeah, that's the wizard tower thing.
Okay, so
I'm a
that
simple
is
man. I heard wizard and I want it in.
that is actually at the fishbowl where you guys are at. So after Elthar celebrates with Gorm the tavern run, he says, "Okay, anybody gonna join for Wizard's Tower? Everybody join up at this table. Who's joining in?"
I'm too busy eating my pie.
Yeah, I will be nursing my wounds.
Wizard's Tower, out of character, is a betting game. It's like a card betting game.
I made my choice.
Lauren,
Nope.
you in?
Nope.
Okay, Kosh, you sit down at the table. There's a couple other villagers plus Elthar. You're going to be playing with 4 different people. The point of the game is to continually beat your previous score. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by rolling 2d6. And then you see what your total is. Then you're going to roll 3d6. And you have to get higher than your previous round to continue. Every round, every round you put in a gold, and after your roll, you can pay a gold to re-roll one of your dice.
Okay.
So we'll do a quick practice round. So roll 2d6. So I got a 4. I got a 6. And I got a 6.
Oh,
So right now there's...
You roll 2d6 3 times?
No. I'm rolling for 3 different characters.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Or actually, Joe, and Lee, you guys are going to be other townsfolk if you want to roll 2d6. for me.
Sure.
So I'll just take my first roll, which is 4.
2d6, you said?
Yep. 6 and... 8. 8. Oof. Okay, so now what we're going to do is everybody, again, puts in 1 more gold. So the pot sits at 8, and now we're going to roll 3d6. 14, my score was higher than my 4. I continue on. Kosh, 8, that's higher than 7. You continue on. Aloran, 8 is not higher than 8. Do you want to pay a gold to reroll any of those 2 or 4s?
Yep. 1 gold for a 2. That's what this townsfolk would do.
Okay, we'll just roll 1d6 and we'll replace it. 3, perfect.
9.
That beats 8.
Where's Lee at?
And then Gorm, we need you to roll 3d6.
3d6.
Yep.
Got it.
What did you roll first? 6. All right, everybody continues to the next round. Put in a gold. So the pot's at 12, 13 because of the extra from Aloran, and roll 4d6. Oh shit. My guy will put in a gold and reroll the 1. So 3, 5, 11, 16 is higher. Jiffy, are you higher?
I am definitely higher.
Aloran, are you higher?
Mm-hmm.
And Gorm, 14. What did you roll last? 9?
Yeah,
Okay.
adding it up, yeah.
Perfect. Everybody put in another gold. You literally go until you can't. Until you do not roll higher than your previous round.
And then you just keep adding 1 more dice every time.
1 more dice and 1 more gold. Oh, jeez. So does this make sense?
Yep.
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 Hey.
I also do not think that I will be long for this because I don't have that much gold.
How much gold are you in right now? It's winner take all, by the way. And we'll start fresh now. That's just how it plays.
I have 10 gold.
Okay. So, everybody mark down 1 gold and roll 2d6 to start. This is a fresh round.
Features, inventory, gold.
So we want to roll low early. That's what you're saying.
You want to roll? Yep, a 4 is a good roll.
Oh, God.
That's a terrible roll.
Well, I'm not Gorm. I'm a townsfolk.
Yeah,
This
you're
is
this
not
guy
Gorm.
right here, Lee.
Yeah. Oh, the rich
Yeah.
guy. He's got money to throw in.
Ooh, Kosh, my boy.
Yeah, that's rough.
You can pay a gold to re-roll one of those if you want.
Not doing that early.
Okay. Everybody put in another gold and roll 3d6. Oh shit.
Ooh, Gorm did not do it. Whoever
So let's see.
Gorm guy is.
4, 8 gold.
Get wrecked, nerd!
I'm out. I'm out.
Gorm's out. My guy's gonna pay a gold to re-roll one of his 6s. What did I roll first? A 5? Oh yeah. Shit! You see my townsfolk get super pissed that he freaking just rolled that. He's like, God damn it. Okay. Gorm's out. So Aloran, Kosh, and me put in 3 plus 4, so 12 gold is what it's sitting at. And roll 46.
So put in another gold.
Whoops.
That's 40-56. That's
40,
a high roll.
56. 17 is higher than 14. 13 is higher than 10. 10 is higher than 9. Everybody's in. Put in another gold.
No, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Are you?
Yeah, I had a 13 last round.
Oh shit, I was looking at Gorm's roll. Do you want to pay to re-roll, or are you good?
No, I think he's gonna go drown in sorrow and some beer.
All right, Kosh, you and me. Roll 5d6. 20 is higher than 17. 21 is higher than 10 or 13. All right, 1 more gold each. We're at 16. Roll 66. Oh yeah, baby. Are you putting in a gold?
Yes, sir.
Rerolling one of the ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. So your
25.
total is 25. Okay, roll 76. Ooh, dang, I'm rolling good. Are you spending another gold
Yes, sir, I am.
for one of the twos?
Yep.
Okay. So you need to be 25.
Rip.
Hey! You see that townsfolk rack in all that gold? Thank you, good sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Darrett's right there with you. Kosh, he puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, I thought you had that one.
Yeah, that would have been nice. That's me.
What do you mean? You know, Ispin had a saying about gambling. Do you remember it?
No.
Do it.
How'd you know, Lauren?
Ispin had a lot more in his coffers than I do, and my coffers are now a lot lighter. So,
Do you want my bone sculpture? Will that make you feel better?
no, I'm good.
Okay.
Those things are nice. I love those.
I'm down to 2 gold now, boys. I just lost 8 gold.
Yeah, but it was fun while you
was
were
fun.
doing it. What other games did you guys want to try? Did you want to try the gnome flinger?
Yep,
Yep.
gnome flinger.
I mean, I want to watch the gnomes get flung.
So the people that are getting flung are the people that want to participate.
Yep.
And the gnome flinger, you guys arrive at Thornwall Keep, and obviously perched atop the weathered stone walls of Thornwall Keep is a bizarre contraption that you saw yesterday that resembles a ramshackle catapult. Standing by the front gate is Than, the keep's resident gnome inventor, and he lights up as he sees you approach, and he's like, I was so excited for you guys to come. We're looking for test subjects, like I was saying yesterday, and I haven't gotten any volunteers yet.
I'll do it.
Wait, Gorm and Lauren?
I
He's gonna look at
shall.
you, Rise.
Oh, I said I would be in.
Oh,
I'm in.
hell yeah, 3. Let's make it 4 for 4. He looks at you, Kosh. The best scientific discoveries come with as much data as possible.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do
Do it.
Do-
I'll even give you a parachute if you want it.
Why not?
Scratch
Is it
that.
gnome made?
I'm here to have a good time in honor of our good friend.
Yes, we will have stories to tell of this.
We'll have stories to tell. Let's go to the top of the keep. Okay, who wants one of these? And he holds up a backpack. It looks like it's partially made of metal, and it looks like there's a bunch of padding packed down into the top of it. I call it a nary crash because hopefully you won't crash if you're wearing it.
Wait,
Hey,
do we want to go far or
Shaw?
short?
You want to go as far as possible.
That'll just
I'm gonna
weigh me down.
give he looks around. He looks around. I'll give you the sack of gold to the person who goes the farthest.
I will cast mage armor on myself and grab one of the parachute things.
Nary crash.
Nary
Put it
crash.
on. Yep.
Nope, no nary crash for me.
You can absolutely do that.
Well, I should. Is there like a place to land, or where is the?
Nice. I got you, Kosh. Roll an insight, Bob. I don't know what the best way to answer this question is. You got the insight check. He's testing the distances in which this thing can fling people, and he hasn't had any volunteers. So he doesn't know how far you're going to get
Okay, so I'm
flung.
definitely taking the parachute.
So just do that with that information what you will.
Yep.
Just gonna weigh you down. You gotta fly free.
Gotta fly free, baby. All right, who wants to go first? You
Guy
guys
with
hear
the
this
parachute.
crank it
Okay.
up, crank, 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 crank. You hear the clicks of the bar holding it down, like click, 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 click,
I'll
click,
do
click,
it.
click. Than is talking all the time. He's like, you guys, look, if no one but birds has seen the view that you are all about to see. You should be excited for what's about to happen. This could revolutionize travel across cities. Oh, and Rise, when you're in the air, that what you have to do, and he's going to point at your Nary crash. When
Yeah.
you're flying through the air, you hold down the button on the right side for 3 seconds, and then that cord to your left, pull that as hard as possible. If you pull it lightly, it won't come out with enough force to actually catch you. You got that? 3 seconds, pull. 3 seconds, pull.
Yes, I got that.
Okay, so Bob, you load yourself onto the catapult, and you're on top of the keep, and you feel like a little sense of fear as he's about to pull that lever, and you see Than, and he looks up at you and he says, "All right, Rise, you ready?"
I'll give him the thumbs up.
Oh, wait. Gorm, I'm gonna need you to pull the lever because I gotta watch and record.
You got it. I no hesitation. I start pulling it.
No, well, but before he does that, I'll just reach
And
in
he
and pull
literally
it
walks
myself.
up and pulls it. Rise, I need you to roll 1d100, please.
How you die?
What do you roll? I can't.
52.
52. Okay. Rise, you get flung 52 feet from the keep.
That's not much.
No, it wasn't. It doesn't seem like it was. It seems like the Nary crash, honestly, is kind of weighing you down a little bit. Are you going to use it?
I will try.
Fun, like, okay, perfect. As you're catapulting through the sky, you can see townsfolk looking up, and they're like, oh, and they're like pointing to you as you're flying 50 feet from the top of Thornwall Keep. Just roll a quick deck save. Oh my god.
It's not your day.
Fucking
It's
roll.
not your day,
When
man.
is it my day?
You're fumbling for that button that you're trying to hit, and since you only went 52 feet, you crash down into the middle of the town square, and you take 15 damage as you
Can
land really close
can I-
to the Benabog statue that was built up. What? Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. Never mind.
And it seems like actually
Is that how much damage I took?
you took 16 damage. Actually,
I am dead.
the Nary crash weighed you down as you landed, and it made your impact worse than it would have been without it.
I'm dead.
Like you're unconscious.
I'm at -1 hit points.
Well, this is your
Okay.
level 2 hit points, right?
You're
Level
not
2?
dead. You're unconscious. You literally land in the town center. You guys see Rise with. You guys saw him fumbling in the air with the Nary crash. He slams into the ground pretty poorly, and he is not moving. You can see him 52 feet away from the top of the keep, and he is unconscious on the ground. You see a bunch of townsfolk come over and like lift him off the ground and run him into the fishbowl.
First the horse, now the ground.
Yeah, the town is doing a lot of damage to me.
You see Than the gnome writing down a bunch of stuff, and he looks at the three of you. Okay, who's next?
I'm rethinking this.
I'll do this.
Do you want a Nary crash?
No.
Look, all I'm gonna say, Gorm, is that if he did it correctly, it would have stopped him from being knocked unconscious there. Plus, I do need some research to see if this thing works.
You need some what?
Research to see if the Nary crash works. It's all conceptual
it.
at this point,
Do it.
and I'm kind of
do
worried
it.
that it doesn't work because of what just happened to Rise there.
Fine, I'll do it. I'll wear the thing. But you have to see me take off my other armor. And you see just like pie bits everywhere in his beard still.
Just covered in pie.
Yeah, he still has the pie with him. He's just like,
Click, 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 click. Than's
Don't tell
super
the elf.
excited.
Alright.
He goes to the edge of the keep. He's like, Kosh, can you pull the lever for me?
Sure.
You see Gorm like get into a squat position, and then he looks
Uh-huh.
at this guy, and then you see him like hit with his hilt. For Ibsen, let's do this. And he
For
puts that away.
Hey,
And then
Jake.
you see him keep going. He's ready to
Bob's
like push
unconscious.
off on his legs on the,
Oh,
on the
hell
apex
yeah.
of it.
So really quick,
I'll
Jake,
give you 10 feet for that, Gorm.
just so you're aware, I lost 8
800
gold in a weird card
plus
game,
10.
dice game. And Bob decided to do the gnome tossing thing and knocked himself unconscious, dealt himself 16 damage, and got rushed into the tavern. And Gorm is currently about to get flung as well. Welcome back.
Yeah. Rises out of commission for the rest of the day. Okay, Gorm, you're sitting on the Nary crash. Click, 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 click. Kosh, are you gonna
I'm going to
throw
wait
that
until
lever?
Gorm says pull. Gorm, this is on you.
Do it. It's been too long. Do this.
Do it.
I would have pulled it after he said do it.
Yes.
Gorm, I need you to roll 1d100 plus 10.
Oh!
No fucking way!
Nice.
Did I type that in right? That can't be right.
That
I
is
did the-
right.
No.
That is
Mm.
100%
Yeah, you rolled
right.
100.
No, no, he didn't do slash rolling.
Oh.
He did rolling
It's like
100.
Slash roll. I
Oh.
did do
Slash
slash
roll.
roll 1d. Let me just press up and then I'll say what it is. Slash roll
Oh.
1d100 plus 10.
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
not how
just do
you
it again. Just
Yeah,
do it
let's do
again, and okay, yeah, no.
Oh, it's legit.
Oh my god. Okay. You
Oh,
see
no
Gorm.
way.
As soon as the catapult hits the top, you see Gorm launch with his feet, and he is flying, just majestically like a bullet, arms at
Okay.
his side.
John,
What?
John,
Yeah.
this is a moment, in my opinion, Brady bottom of his feet moment in
Brady.
What?
Brian's group, where something is not like really big, but the bottom of Brady's feet became invulnerable.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like this is.
Oh yeah.
Like this is definitely what you. I mean, don't get like think about what it is, but this is definitely one of those moments.
Oh my god. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, I know
Okay.
what part of it is.
Okay.
Gorm, as you're flying majestically, arms at your side, you feel like just a bird. You look to your left out of the corner of your peripheral vision, and you see a kingfisher bird flying right next to you, and it looks at you, and it nods. It gives you like a sign of respect as you're flying through the air. Are you going to release the Nary crash?
I will I will try to, but like I'm so much in awe that I'm like, is this gonna slow me down? Is this gonna help me go faster? So I'm like, I'm like internal will, like I said I would do it, but I don't wanna. So I'm like begrudgingly like, all right, fine, let's do this.
You guys notice that he is just absolutely soaring. Like he's going over the town square, and Rise, from just a brief moment of unconsciousness as you're being carried into the inn, you look up and you see Gorm just majestically flying over you. He obviously got catapulted way farther. I need a deck save.
All right, deck save. Now with this be danger thing. If it does feel like I'm doing
Bob, that was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
Let's see this video.
I don't even know how
Even
you-
if he was raging for sure. That's so perfect. Okay, the parachute comes out. You land with your feet running perfectly, 110 feet, Gorm, no damage at all.
Twinkle toes here.
Than looks at you, Aloran, and you, Kosh, and he's like, we might need to postpone you guys getting launched. I need to go talk to Gorm right now. And he runs out of Thornwall Keep, and you see him sprinting on the bottom towards where Gorm was.
Did he
Oh.
leave the bag of gold?
Yep.
Gosh, you want some gold? Should take it to Gorm. It's only fair.
Yeah.
You hear Gorm yell, "Bring my pie!"
Launch yourself to catch up to him real quick.
Yeah, there is one way to get to him really quick. Gorm Fan comes up to you and he's like, "Oh my, you need to tell me, what did you do to get that far? That looked like the perfect launch."
It's like you gotta squat down and you push off.
I need you to capture everything you did in a 10-page journal so that I can study it tomorrow.
You see Gorm just grab a stick and then he just starts drawing like a stick figure and then him in a squat position and then arrows going that way.
No, Gorm,
And I hand him the stick.
he's gonna hand you a quill and a bunch of paper. I need you to focus and do this right now. It's of vital importance.
You see
Okay,
if
or
there's a stick
tonight.
in the in the book. There you go.
Oh my god. What other games do you guys want to play?
To the other thing. The keep. Or the jerk guy's house.
The doors. You got Bakaris the Younger, and he's doing Guess the Door of the West Tide House. Oops. You guys can come up to him. As soon as he sees Korg, he gets a little on edge. And he doesn't ever address Korg directly. But he'll look at the rest of you and say, "The game is simple. You give me there is a sack of gold with 10 gold pieces behind one of the doors." Oh, Rise.
I mean, it's just like how Rise normally was played in League.
It
Getting
is.
shit stomped in mid.
There's a sack of 10 gold behind one door. You give me 1 gold. I will open one of the doors that does not have the sack behind it. You can then choose to change doors, which then I will reveal the door you choose and see if you have the sack of gold behind it. Does anyone want to participate?
Yep.
1 gold, please.
1 gold.
He will have all 3 doors are open. He will put the gold sack behind one of the doors. He'll yell something to his assistant behind the doors. "Please put it behind a different door or the same." And then he will open door number 1 and the sack is not there. Aloran. It was Aloran, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you had the just engaging story yesterday. And he side eyes Korg quickly. It's just so great. Would you like to change doors?
I didn't pick a door yet.
Restart. Okay. Shuffle the doors. Okay, there's a bag of 5 gold behind one of the doors. Lauren, please pick a door.
I'll pick 3.
3. Okay. Not what I would have chose. He opens door number 2. The sack's not there. Okay, Lauren. As you can see, it wasn't behind door number 2. Door number 1 is very, very alluring. Would you like to change doors?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Is that your final decision?
Yep.
You for sure want to change doors to door number 1.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he opens door number 1. Oh, dang. It looks like the sack of gold isn't there. I'm sorry, Lauren. Would you like to play again?
Open door number 3.
He yells out, "Open door number 3." We can do that. He walks kind of slowly over to door number 3. And then his hand lingers on the handle for a second. And then he opens it up and there's a sack of 5 gold there behind door number 3. It's right there. If he would have just stayed, he obviously would have won. And then he takes the gold piece that you gave Aloran and puts it in the sack. Closes door number 3. Who else would like to play? Obviously, we have our engaging storyteller. Aloran, you can play again. The only way to win your money back is to play again.
Why don't you play again, Lauren?
Mm-hmm. Play again.
Okay, 1 gold, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right, please shuffle the doors. He yells out. Pick a door, please, Aloran. Pick a door.
Pick door number 3.
Oh, okay. Walks over to 3. Or walks over to 2. Opens up 2. Looks like, we're following in the same path that we did just a moment ago. And again, nothing behind door number 2. So, Aloran, would you like to change? Remember what it did to you last time.
Yep, let's change.
So you want to change to door number 1.
Yep.
You for sure that's your final answer, changing to door number 1.
Yep.
Okay. He walks over to door number 1, opens it up. Empty again. Oh, shoot. Aloran, I'm sorry. Looks like it was behind door number 3 again. Did you want to play again?
Yep, but this time, how about you place the gold and then your friend comes out?
Well, I need someone to shuffle the bags around.
Yeah, you can shuffle the bags and then come out.
Okay. Well, let me just add this to the bag real quick. He opens up door number 3. The bag's there. He puts it in the bag. Closes the door. Okay. Reshuffle the doors. Aloran, please choose a door.
Let's go with 3.
Dang, the man is a gambler. I'll give him that. He chooses door number 3. You know what? I'm gonna change it up and make this a lot easier for you, Aloran. I'm gonna open up door number 1 this time. Out of character, his friend never came out from behind the doors.
Mm-hmm.
He just kept going. He just kept rolling with it. Opens up door number 1. Oh, see? Nothing there. So would you like to
walk up between door number 2 and 3? And so I'm standing literally in between door 2 and 3.
Sir, for the sanctity of the game, could you Then he notices who's doing that. Festival rules state that you gotta let the games play out.
I'm guarding your money.
And
I lean up against the wall. And I'm actively listening for movement.
Okay.
Well,
He's looking at you, Korg, and then he looks at Aloran. Did you want to change your choice?
actually, what? Well, while he and Korg are talking, can I press to digitate and put a stain right in the middle of the front of his robes?
Yeah.
Just a big old brown, poopy looking spot.
What? Like very noticeable?
Yeah, but yeah, and then what's on your chest?
He actually probably wouldn't notice that, honestly.
Yeah,
right
so
away,
he turns
but-
around.
Korg, you see that? You see like a big stain start forming on his chest.
I'll kind of give him a weird look. And I'll look back to Aloran. Which door do you want? Do you want to change it from 3?
Yeah, do you want to change it from 3, Aloran?
Yeah, let's change it to 2.
I literally whip open 2.
You see you see his assistant there with the sack of gold, just wide-eyed looking at you, Korg.
It looks like we won, and I'll grab the gold.
Bakaris is gonna back up faster than you even when he was at the funeral.
Question.
Yep, you won. No,
Do we win all the gold that's on behind this door?
You do actually. The game was to see the deceit. The game was to see and test your observation. That was the real game. The real game was that. The real
intimidation on the guy that was holding the gold. All of your gold.
Like you see
He
him
said,
start
"I
clearing out
win
his...
all of the gold behind this door."
Bakaris looks at him and he's like, "Give him the fucking gold, man." That's the game. We weren't doing anything shady. It was to test everyone's skills of observation.
I walk over. I drop the bag into Lauren's hands.
45 gold in there, Korg.
I drop the bag into Lauren's hand.
Okay. And it looks like you're not the most observant. Turn around and walk out.
You see, as you guys are walking away, he looks at his shirt and he's like, "What the fuck?" And he's done with that game for the day.
I'll give Kosh 8 gold.
I won't forget that.
Okay, boys. Did you
Well,
guys
how much
want
gold
to?
did the Than have for the gnome launcher?
25.
He forgot about it because he was too excited.
He is so excited.
I did take that bag.
Yep.
For the record,
25 gold.
yeah, I would disperse that gold with the party, so everyone gets
Everyone gets 5 gold. For Gorm, I mean, Gorm did earn it. And 110
Except for
feet,
Rise.
Gnome Flinger.
No, Rise earned it too.
Okay,
Did his part.
Rise earned it too.
He is still knocked out.
Yeah. As you guys finish the guest the door at the West Tide House, you guys see Rise stumble towards you, just looking disheveled. He's got a bruise on his chest, half of his face is torn up from landing on the ground, and he's got a big ass beer in his hand. They woke you up, fed you beer, and pushed you out the door, Rise.
Kind of figured.
You're at 1 hit point.
I don't say anything. I literally just stumble.
Did you
Over
guys
towards
want
them.
to do the sword play contest and archery contest, or did you want to wait for the fishing contest?
Well, I did promise Darrett a sword fight or a sword contest.
Darrett's waiting anxiously for you at the sword play contest.
Oh.
This is the last one we'll do before the fishing contest, and then we'll end it at the fishing contest, which is my break point.
Okay.
If you're cool with that.
Sure.
Darrett's got his sword that he got from Ispin, and he's like, "Go on, I've been waiting for you all day." First off, Rise.
Yep.
Wow. I'm impressed by that landing. Next
I'm
time,
not.
what you're gonna want to do? Next time, what you want to do is gonna want to tuck in and kind of roll as you hit the ground. It should disperse some of that impact, so you should be able to like lessen the damage. And he literally does a backflip, but lands on his back and then kind of rolls and then gets back up on his feet
I was
in
hoping
one smooth motion.
the I don't even remember the name of it would help. The Nary crash.
The Nary crash, yeah. Oh, did you trust one of Than's inventions?
Yes, apparently that was a bad decision.
Well, I don't know. It's about 50-50. Oh, 1 second. I have to go help with Danielle real quick. I'll be right back. If you guys can wait.
You're good.
I think I'm in the market to upgrade my PC or just start over and build a new one.
How old's your CPU?
Yeah, I went mid-range in 2019, so.
Oh,
end
the
of
big thing,
2020, so.
you'll probably just want to check to see if it's Windows 11 compatible or not.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Because if it's not Windows 11 compatible, you might as well upgrade the CPU too.
Yeah, that's the plan. CPU, GPU. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm always at the point of like a spare computer is always good. So do I just go full bore on a new one? But that might not be in the budget. This is just something I'm looking at. What's that? Mini
You
PC?
always do a mini PC,
Yeah.
depending on what you want it for.
Oh, it's for gaming. I just I looked at the minimum requirements of Dragon's Dogma 2 and I was below that on the CPU. and I'm at the minimum for the GPU.
I'll still play.
Yeah.
If it'll play on the Steam Deck, it'll play on a PC.
Yeah.
Plays on the Steam Deck? No way.
I'll bet you it will within 2 weeks.
I bet you will too. Absolutely.
Yeah, the kicker and one of the reasons why it works so well on the Steam Deck is the 720p display.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't need all the high fancy graphics.
Whew.
But it plays well. Or
Okay.
Elden Ring does. Plays amazing.
Diablo
For
4
what?
played amazing. Steam Deck.
Oh, nice. Okay. Lee. This can be, well, what time is it? 9:56?
Yeah,
We can start with the next session with the fishing contest if you guys want.
Or sounds good.
Yeah, that one's like
That
the
works for
big
me.
bang. Let's
Yeah.
not quicken that.
Okay, so swordplay contest. You see Darrett take out his sword. Korg, are you doing this as well?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Korg, are you in?
Yes.
Kosh? Rise, Lauren?
No.
Sure.
Okay. Everyone can get one long sword if you want to use it, or you can use your own weapon. It's up to you. You guys go into like a ring with like a picket fence, kind of creating a circle, and there's a bunch of straw dummies laid out everywhere. And the person that's running the contest will look at all of you and say, everyone gets 3 hits, and whoever can do the most damage to their dummy in 3 hits is the winner. So we want big hits for big tits. So what we're going to do is everyone's going to strike 3 times. We'll measure the damage, and then we'll strike 2 more times. So what you guys are going to do, honestly, the dummy's AC is 11. You're going to roll the hit, and then you're going to try to do as much damage as you possibly can in that hit. Whatever modifiers you want to use or abilities, you can use it. But the person who does the most damage over 3 hits is the winner.
All right.
So, everybody rolled the hit for the first hit.
I am going to be raging and reckless attacking.
Korg.
And I'll be using my maul.
Ooh, shit. Gorm, nice hit.
15.
Korg,
Oh
15.
yeah, you know what?
Perfect.
I'm also gonna use that precision strike because does that add the damage, right?
It
Yeah,
does.
roll D8. The
Roll a
damage. Okay.
We're just attacking the dummy with the sword.
Correct. Yep. You're just trying to do as much damage to the dummy as you possibly can.
1d8, right, for the sword.
1d8, yep.
Plus strength.
Plus strength, and then if you use the precise strike from the Knights of Solamnia, you can also do that to add an additional d8.
That +2 is because they're raging.
So, Darrett is absolutely enamored with you guys. And he is, and Kosh, I need your stuff too.
Yeah, I know. I was figuring it out because I didn't want to equip it.
Hits, and then roll damage for me. So Gorm did 16. Korg did 8. Did you do precise strike?
Yep.
How much did you do with precise strike?
1.
Oh, 2d8, 8. Okay. Sorry.
It's actually
16.
2.
Precise strike was my 1.
Yeah, 2 and the 1 plus 5. Yep, so 8. And then Kosh did 3.
2. I did 2. I forgot to do minus
Oh, you did
1.
2. Oh, gotcha. All right, so round 1. Darrett, you can see he's absolutely just enamored with the 3 of you. More or less just being distracted by how freaking cool you guys are, and he just misses his dummy. All right, everybody rolled a hit. AC 11. Oh shit, Gorm. Holy fuck. Korg, holy shit. Okay, roll damage again with any additional Korg 12, Gorm 8.
That's
Okay, so
plus something. Where's my other one? That's 15 total.
so Darrett is at 13. Gorm is at. What'd you get? 15 total.
Yep. Well, so that's 31.
Korg, what'd you get?
12.
12 plus 8 is 20. And Jiffy, you missed.
Oh yeah.
So Kosh is still at a solid 2. All right, you guys can tell. Gorm and Korg, you guys are pulling away from the rest of everybody. Your dummies are looking pretty torn up. Darren actually had a really solid hit, from what you can tell. But you know, this last one, you really want to put everything you got into this last hit. So, last time, AC 11. Roll the hit. Oh,
shit. So does this auto do the crit? Yes, it does. Okay. So that's
Jesus.
What's that? That's total.
I do a soldier's defeat and just nod my head and walk away.
Oh,
So
Korg,
it's
I
8
like
plus
that
9
a
plus
lot.
2, so that's plus 19.
Is
Plus 30.
liking enough for inspiration?
Hell yeah, inspiration, dude. No, seriously, hell yeah, inspiration.
Well, that's kind of funny because I was actually gonna walk away on the third one turn, and Eldritch Blast it.
Blow it up with your mind powers.
Wait, for real?
Yes.
How do you always have a tendency to do this?
I planned on this, and then you had to go and Warriors defeat this bullshit.
No, I'm talking
He-
about casting magic in areas that is magic, like, forbidden.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jake. Did you? Oh, that actually you were on a phone call. Bob's already cast magic like twice in front of people.
The
Different.
I cast
the
prestidigitation.
swordplay contest person looks at you, and he's like, you can tell he's debating on whether he wants to say anything to a magician, because this is the first magic he's ever seen in his entire life. So he's looking at you.
I would have said sorry. Maybe I should have joined the archery contest.
I respectfully am gonna I don't think we're allowing that type of those type of attacks in these contests.
Well, to be
He's obviously like visibly shook. Yeah.
well, to be fair, my comrade definitely did more damage than me, anyways.
Yep, you're right. And the winner is, and then Jarrett yells out, "Goal!" There's no more dummy anymore. And then as people are like cheering for Gorm, Darrett's gonna turn to you, Kosh, and he's gonna say, "Go. Let's not do that again. It was awesome. But these are simple folk. But it was awesome. It was really awesome." And then he goes back to cheering for Gorm. So Gorm, you win a little like letter opener that is actually molded and shaped like Ispin Greenshield's sword.
Oh, I'm loving this.
Does his hilt
Awesome.
Does his hilt fit on it?
His
Yeah, can he attach it to the hilt and then be a tiny dagger?
Sure.
The
Hell
handle's
yeah.
bigger
Why
than
not?
the sword.
Yeah, why the fuck not? Sure. Hell yeah.
Is this full on
Screw
like
it in there.
One Piece? That one dude that has like a tiny ass fucking sword.
Yeah, exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally a letter opener. But everyone's cheering. Gorm, you're kind of making a name for yourself in this little town. You see when people are passing by, they're whispering like, "Oh my god, is that Gorm?" And then when Kosh walks by, they're like, dispersing.
And he is a black cloak.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's out of character or anything. I mean, like they just magic scares them. Black cloak, because obviously they automatically are not trustworthy. So yeah, why don't we call it here? We'll start with the fishing contest next
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and I think we have 2 sessions in a row. So the 28th
Nice.
and the 4th. So cool.
28th,
28th and the 4th.
4th.
Everybody in town loves you except for you, Kosh. It's not that they dislike you. It's just that they're very hesitant and weary around magic.
I'm really just trying to go for that 3rd session where I meet a ladder and I have to roll.
Korg, you're getting a lot of respect for exiting that from the Knights of Solamnia. They're kind of interspersed in the crowd. A lot of them give you a respect or a salute of respect as you pass by. Gorm, you're kind of a non-traditional knight. They also, salute you too. But Korg is kind of what you look at of what a typical Knight of Solamnia is. Versus you new renegades trying to change things
Punk.
up.
What was the campaign with the punk?
When you punks trying to change shit up. Well, awesome. Fun sesh, boys.
That's good. John, how much was that in the book, or is that all you for this one? Because I know you said you were looking to follow the book, but does it have?
The only thing in the book is the fishing contest.
I was gonna say, like, this is definitely not book stuff.
No.
This is really good though.
Yeah, I think I always throw in a festival of some sort in every single one of my campaigns, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's kind of
We
my
got
thing.
Kosh dancing.
No, that was Jakar dancing, dude.
Or Jakar, yeah, Jakar.
dancing.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
That was a pivotal moment in Jakar's character.
It was so beautiful. We have the new Aarakocra Gorm.
What? The new era.
The Aarakocra.
Half
race.
Aarakocra.
Oh yeah.
Because your avian ways.
Mhm.
And the
Little
horse
jade
non-whisperer.
Half Aarakocra. Half dwarf.
Yeah, and Rise the Horse Whisperer.
Kick me in the chest.
I'll just floor tank.
So,
All right.
yeah, man. Good sesh, y'all. See you in 2 weeks.
Well, thank you.
All
right.
right. That's good.
Catch you nerds
Night.
later.
Night, dudes.
Y'all.